Okay, I'm just going to make a really kind of a short video on something I'm thinking. I'm not going to post any facts about it, so it's just my opinion. I'm not an expert in any field. I'm just one of those people that can kind of put puzzle pieces together or see patterns about things. So I'm going to talk about a couple of things, and you can think maybe it's feasible, maybe it's not feasible. I don't know, something I'm thinking about that came to my attention. And I'm an avid reader and uh, video watcher of YouTube's and Rumble and other channels. Um, so I'm talking about chickens. So first we noticed that there was like this bird flu and they were killing off a lot of chickens. So you have to pay attention to things that are going on. I pay attention to things that are going on simultaneously. So we did a chicken thing going on. They were killing off a lot of chickens. And then all of a sudden, we're hearing like, oh, I don't know, there's an egg shortage and the price of eggs. You see the price of eggs. You see the price of eggs. And in the background of this, we have um, we have Bill Gates talking about, well, they won't take they had a pill for the instead of getting the jab, you can take a pill, but people don't want to take it. So he's like, hey, we'll put it in their food. And I'm like, yeah, what the hell? They're crazy. And so I was thinking about that. And that was just in the background. It was the chicken thing. And then there's the egg shortage. Then there was another story that came out, and it was a Tractor Supply was selling chicken feed that was stopping chicken from laying eggs. So that would force people to, instead of going to their little neighborhood friend or their own chickens to get eggs, force them to go buy the commercial brand eggs. Whether they were buying organic or whatever, they were commercial brand eggs. So the people are getting more eggs. So then I learned this little thing about how they made original vaccines. So when I was younger, we didn't get as many vaccines, but how they made them was sort of interesting. And I just got the gist of it. I'm not any kind of doctor or anything like that. But how they make vaccines was one way that I heard is that they take a chicken and say, I'm going to just use measles as an example. And I'm not saying that they did it with measles. They would inject the chicken with measles. And then the chicken would get the measles, but it would lay eggs. So then they would let the eggs incubate, and they would take the eggs, and once it was like an embryo in there, then would take the embryo out and make the vaccine because the embryo would have the virus, measles or whatever it was they were putting in there. So then that's how they would make the vaccines. So then I'm starting to put this all together, and I'm thinking, wait, oh, and I left out the burning down the chicken farms, which has happened even in New Zealand. I'm like, that's pretty odd. But, it could be just coincidence. I'm not a big believer in coincidences anymore. So here's how this goes. Just this is my theory, and I'll just throw in the punchline at the end. So they have chickens with bird flu, make chicken shortage, killing I don't know how many chickens, 400,000 or some crazy number like that. Then we had egg shortage and the price of eggs going up, and we in the background we got them saying we got a pill for this jab instead of that, but they're not taking it. And then we have the philanthropists. I can't say it today. Philanthropists. I can't say it. That's so funny. Saying he's going to put it in our food to make sure everybody gets you know. So, okay, wait a minute. There's one last thing that just came out. So people automatically ran out and bought eggs, like the toilet paper shortage and whatnot. So people got lots of eggs, so they're eating more eggs. But then another report comes out. It's like the clincher report. The virus that everybody's been getting for the last 2 years and they're so afraid of, if you eat egg yolks, it helps prevent it. Oh, you can't make this up. Are you serious? It can't be. I don't know. If you have some comments on that, let me know because I don't know, the puzzle pieces fit. And I'm not saying it's so. And I do look at a lot of different theories and stuff I come up with. And I'd like to see what some people think about the egg theory. And it's just kind of funny to me. And I apologize. It's just so crazy that it actually might be true. They might be putting something in the chickens to make it go in your body through the egg yolks, and they're promoting you to eat more eggs so you think you're protected. Ugh, I am crazy people. Also, I just want to add this little note: like, Hitler killed 55 million people in World War II. Mao killed millions of people. Stalin killed millions of people. Mr. Philanthropist, Mr. Gates, he holds the world record. He's reaching a billion. He's the biggest mass murderer ever lived, and everybody's lining up to take his shit. It's just so funny. It's like, I'm gonna kill people with vaccines, and everybody's like, he's like, I made a vaccine, and everybody's like, get it, let me line up, hurry up, give it to me. I'm sorry, I just find that so funny. I'm actually, I don't trust government anymore at all, and I have many reasons for that. So I just had to throw that in. In the end, it's just like really funny because I think he holds the record now for killing more people than any human being in history, and his cohorts, of course. You've got the George Soroses and Charles Schwab, who's a total psychopath. Crazy people, and I'm just amused with that. That people actually listen to even one word they say. If this was 50, 100 years ago, they would have hung them all up out in the streets. People would have ran their places and just hung them out to dry. I mean, that's just terrible. Today, everybody's like, "Yeah, give me your poison." I'm sorry. I'm done with my recording. I'm sorry. God bless. Oh, always remember to love one another as Jesus has loved you, and treat everybody with respect. And anybody you can help anywhere, do it, please. We have to turn back to God. Um, I always give this little thing. It's like, no sign will be given except the sign of Jonah, and that that the people, it's in Luke, the people of Jonah, of Litnivia, will call you out on Judgment Day, which is in the Bible. So um, just we have to change and repent. We have to turn back to God. And if our country stays godless, then we're going to suffer more bad egg yolks. Take care. God bless. And broadcast.